For NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune, Jared Rosa over at Catholic High School with Aaron Moffitt, one of the latest targets for LSU, picked up an offer at the Boys from the Boot Junior Day event on Saturday, and that was just the latest in a few weeks where it's started to get kind of hectic for you.
Yeah.
What's that been like to go from, you had, I think, the 2 offers in the fall to now 6 rapid fire like that?
Well, coaches and my dad told me that they're going to start coming in once National Signing Day was over. Right. And, see, I just waited. I knew I was going to get a few. I didn't think it was going to be that many, but, you know, I've been blessed with the chances that they've given me, you know, and especially LSU. It was just a dream come true.
Yeah, and that's on signing day. I was asking y'all's quarterback from this state championship team, Ian Bryan, getting a chance to sign with Southeastern, a program he was really familiar with. How crazy of a year has this been for y'all to have the first state championship in school history, and then some of the college things happening? Just everything seems like it's kind of clicking for y'all right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of like the hot high school in Louisiana, really. I mean, our only one guy signed from the 2016 class, which is crazy. Because I know Rummel probably signed 8 or 9 guys.
Yeah,
but I mean, 2017 we got some good athletes, and hopefully we can do it again. But I talked to Coach Miles whenever he offered me, and we talked about our season we had. He said it was magical, and the only thing for it not to be magical is if we do it again. So we're just gonna keep working, and I'm looking forward to my senior year.
And you mentioned your dad, Tommy Moffitt, longtime strength coach over at LSU. When you went on Saturday, did Dad tip you off at all? Like this might be happening or anything like that?
No, he didn't say anything. Coach Cam talked to me. He said Coach Ed's going to have a few words with you. But my dad was quiet the whole time. All he told me was don't walk in there and act like you're a nobody, because he was like, you're an all-state defensive lineman, so walk in there like you mean a little bit, you know. Because I've always been a little, because ever since we were here, I was just, you know, a little middle school kid. But I mean, now that I'm a junior, gonna be senior, you know, it's starting to be more of a reality. So.
Yeah. Is it weird to think about how close you are now to college? How close you are to graduation?
It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, especially during football season, I mean, they go way too fast. You're exhausted during the season, but after you're like, wow, that flew by, you know.
Did you always, in terms of college stuff, did you always grow up a pretty big LSU fan because of your dad being over there, or what was kind of your outlook on college football, and what programs you maybe admired, where you potentially saw yourself, stuff like that?
I've always been an LSU fan just because I want to see my dad, you know, I want to see his team do well, but I've never rooted against them. But I like a few other schools. LSU hasn't always been my favorite, you know, but definitely LSU, I've always rooted for them, and they'll always be one of my favorites.
Yeah. And some of the other ones you have offers from now, tons around the state: ULM, ULL, Nichols, Louisiana Tech. You got Colorado State at one point, Texas San Antonio, where Coach Frank is now. And I don't know, I should have been counting to make sure we hit
Ball State.
Ball State, yeah. What have been some of the things that you've heard from any of those college coaches about just kind of what they've seen from you, what they've liked from you, stuff like that?
Every coach I talk to, they like the way I run the defense. They tell me that they see a lot of guys that are just very good athletes that will run around and make plays just because they're freak athletes and they're much older than the guys they're playing with. But for me, I've heard that I just play our defensive scheme really well, and that's what took us a long time with Coach Burmaster. Whenever he got here, it took us about 3-4 games to get used to the defense, and then once we got it down, I mean, we were clicking. We were doing really well. So, playing my role and playing hard.
Yeah. when you talk to them and you're trying to learn more about their programs, what are some of the things that you really try and find out about them, or are things that maybe end up being a factor for you down the road when it comes decision time?
They ask me what do you want in a team, and I normally say good relationship with the coaches and players, and then a team that wants to win. I'm a huge competitor, and teams that will offer me and say, well, what do you think about us going 4-8 last year? And I say, well, were y'all complacent with that, or do y'all want to get better? Yeah. And I mean, obviously the answer is always we want to get better, but if I want a team that really means it, and that's what we had it here this year. We competed really hard, and never thought that a game was over till it was over.
Yeah. Are you a guy that with your dad over at LSU, you would welcome that and that's like a bonus that you get to go play at the program where he's at, or are you a guy that likes the idea of maybe getting away, or is that not a factor at all?
Definitely, I want coaches to know that Baton Rouge isn't the place that I'm for sure going to be at. I want to go experience other places, and it's not fair to me that people think that LSU is the place I'm going to go, because it isn't. And I feel like, well, I don't feel like that's what they thought, but maybe the coaches at LSU were like, we're going to offer this kid, and I'm sure he's going to commit because his dad's the coach. But, I mean, I want to go visit other places and see the difference between LSU and the mood around the school and everything. Yeah. So
certainly not out of the mix, though.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Definitely not. LSU is for sure my top school right now, but I just want other coaches to know, hey, I'm not going here.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah. And you have some other big plans coming up. You were talking, I'm sure the LSU fans will love hearing this, but Alabama Junior Day coming up, and some other schools you're hearing from and would like to see. Who are some of those other schools you're talking to?
Virginia, Vanderbilt, Alabama, TCU, and I've always wanted to go see up in the West, like UCLA and Stanford. I think that'd be really cool. So I try to keep in touch with those coaches.
Yeah, and I've been kind of, I guess, asking guys as we finish up some of these videos, for folks that, I guess, a lot of the coaches are starting to get a chance to know y'all, but maybe for fans out there that start to hear y'all's names associated with programs, whether it be offers or whatever the case, if there's something about you that you can kind of, I guess, express yourself, tell people about yourself, describe yourself personality-wise, maybe even, not necessarily just football, but just as a young guy who's Aaron Moffitt, in Aaron Moffitt's words.
I mean, I'm a guy that tends to joke around a lot. I mean, I like to have fun. At practice, I mean, our defensive coordinator, he's grown a real close relationship with me and the rest of the defense, and I mean, he's kind of like my older brother. But I mean, I still have 100% respect for him. But definitely, whenever game time comes around, I focus in. But I'm the type of guy that wants to have fun and does it for the fun, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a kid. I'm a big kid, I guess. I don't know.
Aaron Moffitt over at Catholic High just picked up the LSU offer, which was offer number 8 for him. Still hearing from a lot of other schools as well. For NOLA.com, at Tommy Moffitt and Jarrett Roser.